Welcome to today's video. Robots are a familiar image in the world of technology and science fiction, from movies, games, to robot applications in everyday life. But today, instead of just observing robots through the screen or imagining we will put it on paper and turn it into a work of art, in this tutorial you will learn how to sketch a robot from the head, body, arms, legs, mechanical details such as gears, cables, pipes, sensor eyes, and add small details such as rivets, screws, handle light shadows, and even add surrounding background to make the picture look vivid and have depth. Prepare your drawing paper pencil ruler if you want precise lines, and let's start right now. First, imagine the robot you want to draw. Robots come in many different styles, from humanoid robots, industrial robots, fighting robots, to cute robots. In this tutorial, we will draw a humanoid robot with a modern design, a square body, mechanical arms and legs, prominent round sensor eyes for easy recognition, and lots of details to practice your block drawing and lighting skills. Visualizing the whole first will help you determine the proportions between the head, body, arms, legs, and mechanical details, avoiding making the drawing unbalanced. We start by sketching the overall outline of the robot. On paper, draw a vertical rectangle as the main body tilted slightly if you want to create a sense of movement. The body is the center, so keep the proportions firm and balanced. Then sketch the head. Humanoid robots usually have a square or rectangular head with rounded corners. You can add a horizontal line dividing the face of the head to create the mechanical eyes and mouth. Draw lightly to make it easier to adjust. No need to be bold at first. Next, define the position of the arms and legs. The arms can extend from the shoulders with circular joints. The legs connect from the torso with knee joints and ankle joints. Sketch out basic lines and circles to define the overall proportions. Next, we add the basic details of the head. The robot's eyes are usually two prominent circles. You can add lights or small prisms inside to give it a modern feel. You can also draw ridges or circuit boards on the face of the head to add mechanical features. The mouth can be a thin horizontal line. Add some small rivets or vents for details. The head is where the attention is drawn, so consider the details to be harmonious but still stand out. Now we draw the mechanical details of the body. The robot's body can be made of metal panels with groove screws or wires connecting. Draw small rectangles or squares, add diagonal lines or curves to create volume. You can add small control buttons, display screens, or mechanical openings to add detail. Don't forget to create connections from the body to the arms and legs, as this is the connection that makes the drawing look reasonable and mobile. Next are the arms and legs. Robot arms can consist of circular joints, cylindrical arms, mechanical hands with jointed fingers. Draw straight lines, curves, and circular blocks to create structure. The legs are similar, consisting of mechanical thighs, shins, and feet. The joints need to be balanced to look solid. You can also add details like small cables running along the arms or legs, small gears at the joints to create a mechanical and lively feel. Once you have the basic structure, the next step is to deal with lighting and shadows. Imagine the light coming from the top left. The bottom edges and sides of the body, arms, and legs will be darker. Use a pencil to create a light shade along the geometric shapes of the robot, avoiding shading too darkly at the beginning. The head can be highlighted in the eyes and edges. The body has bright patches on the metal plates. The arms and legs need to create depth by combining light and dark patches to evoke a sense of volume. Remember to handle the light softly with many thin layers to make the drawing natural and realistic. You can also add a reflection effect on the metal plates of the robot if you want. Small highlights on the head, body, arms, and legs make the object look more modern and lively. The edges of the joints, cables, and screws can also be highlighted to create a subtle mechanical feel. After handling the light and shade, we add the surrounding context. You can draw the robot standing on the factory floor next to the machine, or in a futuristic environment with soft light and shadow. The context helps the drawing not to be empty but still keeps the robot as the center. Keep the composition simple and elegant, not too much clutter but enough to make the picture lively and attractive. Once all the details are completed, the final step is to observe the whole picture. Hold the paper away to check the proportions, lighting, and composition. If you find the arms, legs, head, or body are not balanced, or the shadows are not reasonable, you can use a pencil and eraser to make light adjustments. These final touches will help the picture to be more professional and smooth. When you feel satisfied, go over the main lines one last time to make the picture clear, sharp, and balanced overall. And finally, when the painting is finished, sign your name in the corner of the paper. Each painting is a personal mark marking your creative journey. Robots are interesting objects containing many details to practice observation skills, coordinate light, shadow, and composition. Thank you for watching the video until the end. I hope you are always full of creative inspiration and see you again in the next tutorial videos where we will explore more unique and interesting painting topics. Before ending, I want to say that every painting, whether big or small, is an opportunity to try and express your own style. Feel free to add colors, details, or experiment with different compositions because creativity, when practiced and shared, will be much more meaningful. Keep the joy in every stroke and don't be afraid to share your work with everyone so that creative inspiration can always spread. Thanks again for being with us and see you in the next videos where we will explore more creative and inspiring painting topics. Welcome to today's video. Cars are one of the familiar vehicles and always bring excitement to those who love speed and design. But today, instead of just looking at cars as a means of transportation, we will put a BMW car on paper and turn it into a work of art. In this tutorial, you will learn how to sketch the whole car from the body, wheels, windows, headlights, logo, to details such as rearview mirrors, door handles, light and shadow treatment, and add the surrounding context to make the picture look vivid, realistic, and deep. Prepare drawing paper, pencils, rulers if you want precise lines, and let's start right now. First, imagine the BMW car you want to draw. There are many different BMW models from sedans, SUVs, coupes, to sports cars. In this tutorial, we will draw a popular BMW sedan with a modern design featuring strong lines and a distinctive circular logo on the front of the car. Visualizing the whole first will help you determine the proportions between parts such as the body wheels, windshield headlights, and hood, avoiding drawing them out of proportion or out of balance. This is an important step because the car has many technical details but still has to be harmonious in proportion. We start by sketching the overall frame of the car. On paper, draw a slightly tilted horizontal rectangle. This will be the frame of the car. The length and height must be balanced because sedans usually have a long, low, and wide body. Then sketch gentle curves at both ends to create the front and rear of the car. Draw lightly to make it easier to edit. Do not need to be bold at the beginning. Next, determine the position of the wheels. BMW sedans usually have two front and rear wheels. The distance between them is suitable for the overall proportions. Draw two even and balanced circles, making sure they are aligned and the right size in relation to the body. Next, sketch in the hood and windshield. The hood is at the front, sloping slightly towards the front of the car, giving a sense of power. Draw a gentle curve from the front of the car to the windshield. The windshield should slope back and be separated from the body with a small outline. You can also add a roofline to create a proportion between the roof windows and rear glass. Paying attention to this proportion will help the car look precise and balanced, not too high or too low. Now for the feature details, starting with the headlights and logo. BMW has the characteristic twin headlights slightly curved and connected to the grille. Draw two ovals or slightly elongated circles, making sure they are balanced on both sides of the front of the car. The BMW logo is the small circle in the middle of the grille. You can sketch the circle first and add the details inside later. BMW's radiator grille is usually split in two with two kidney-shaped panels. Draw soft and balanced curves on both sides. These details help the picture clearly identify as a BMW and also create a highlight for the front of the car. Next are the windows and door handles. BMW sedans usually have four doors with slightly curved windows at the top edges. Draw long rectangles connected to each other and separated by the body frame. The door handles can be small highlights on the body. Pay attention to the reasonable height to look realistic. Then sketch the side mirrors, which usually protrude slightly from the body. Draw small ovals or rounded triangles. These details, although small, make the picture more vivid and realistic. Now we draw the wheels and related details. BMW wheels usually have multi-spoke alloy rims. Draw the outer ring of the wheel, then sketch the spokes in a star shape or simple lines, ensuring uniformity and balance. You can also add a small circle in the middle of the wheel as an axle, creating a realistic feel. Small details such as tires, tire grooves, or logos in the center make the picture more vivid. After the basic structure is done, the next step is to deal with light and shadow. Imagine the light coming from the top left. The lower edges, the sides of the car, the wheels, and the taillights will be darker. Use a pencil to create a light shade. Avoid painting too dark at first. The car body needs to be highlighted with light and dark areas to create a sense of volume, especially on the hood roof and embossed lines on the body. The windshield and door glass should have a light area to create a reflective effect. The wheel needs to be highlighted at the contact part with the road surface and between the spokes to create depth. Remember that the shadows and light need to be soft with many thin layers to make the picture natural and vivid. You can also add a reflective effect on the car body if you want. BMWs are usually painted in gloss, so subtle highlights on the hood doors, roof, and wheel arches will help make the subject look realistic. The glass can also add a bit of reflection, making the painting more dynamic and modern. After dealing with the light and shadow, we add the surrounding context. You can draw the car standing on the road or parking lot with the shadow below. You can add some details like trees, signs, or road markings to increase the sense of reality. The context helps the picture not to be empty, but still keeps the BMW as the center. Keep the composition simple, elegant, not too many details confusing. Once all the details are completed, the last step is to observe the whole picture. Move the paper away, check the proportions, light composition, and small details. If you find the wheels are not balanced, the logo is not aligned, or the shadow is not reasonable, you can use a pencil and eraser to adjust gently. The final steps of fine-tuning make the picture more complete and professional. When satisfied, go over the main lines one last time to make them clear, sharp, and smooth. And finally, when the picture is complete, sign in the corner of the paper. Each painting is a personal mark, marking your creative journey. BMW is a familiar object, but contains many interesting details to practice: observation skills, composition, light and shadow coordination. Thank you for watching the video until the end. I wish you always full of creative inspiration, and see you again in the next tutorial videos where we will explore more unique and creative painting topics. Before ending, I want to say that every painting, whether small or large, is an opportunity for you to try and express your own style. Feel free to add colors, details, or experiment with different compositions, because creativity, when practiced and shared, will be much more meaningful. Keep the joy in every stroke, and don't be afraid to share your work with everyone so that creative inspiration can always spread. Thanks again for being with us, and see you in the next videos where we will explore more creative and inspiring painting topics.